Want to make smart bets this football season? Download the BetQL app that gives you the best bet recommendation on prop bets, sharp data so you can see who the pros are backing, check the leaderboards, breaking news, and injury updates. Head to the App Store or Google Play Store to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/Joey to get started now. Enter the discount code Joey at payment checkout for 25% of any of their subscription offerings. You can find all this information in the description of this video. Make sure to check out the BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offers page if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sportsbook listed. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sportsbook this football season. Once again, thank you for our sponsor, BetQL, the only app you'll need to beat your sportsbook. Find their information along with 25% off in the discount code in the description of this video. And also check out the special BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL and other sportsbook sign-up offer and bonuses. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Where is my chat at? I don't know what's going on. Did I close it out? I think I closed it out. Hold on one second. I think I closed it out. I don't know why, actually. I thought we had something going on here. I thought we had something going on, guys. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. We're just going through some different things here. And I don't know why I'm going through this right now, because as of right now, this to me makes absolutely no sense. 28 people in the chat. Appreciate it. Let me try. Hold on. I'm just trying to get this chat up real quick. I just had it set up and it just I don't know what happened. So let me get the chat up and running here. If I could do that without messing anything up as of right now. Okay, we're going to get rid of you. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. It just got away. I guess I just got to reset. I guess I just got to reset it again. I don't know. I guess that's just what happens. I guess that's what happens sometimes. You know what I mean? If I could do this without messing it up, this way everybody gets to see what's going on here. And we're good. We're good to go. Hope everyone's having a good day today. We're just it's a late night stream, guys. It's a late night stream. So obviously there's a lot to talk about. Going into the Cowboys game Monday night. Should be interesting. Anyways. Boys for life. What's going on, man? So the Cowboys going to win Monday night? No, as of right now, Cowboys have the best offense in the division right now. As of right now, because they're just more capable. Defensively, I thought Micah Parsons had a good game. I thought he played really well last game. You know, it's going to be tough, guys. It's going to be tough. No joke. No doubt about it. Let's see here. That was me. Hold on. All right, we're good. We're good to go. So what's going on, Reaper? Big Pun, Eagle Slayer, Chris Nace. What's going on, bro? Reaper Town. Philly Fan 11. We beat the Cowboys by at least 10. Ernesto Chavez. What's going on, man? Matt Weeks. What's going on, bro? Jake's World. What's going on, bro? Chris Nace. Before Joey gets in here, what you guys think? Are we worried about the Eagles? I don't know. I think the game plan, it kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, it's only the second game of the season, so I'm not going crazy about it right now, but it's just crazy. Oh yeah, this was the shirt that they were giving away at the game the other day, which was great. And it was my size, so I got real lucky. I got really, really lucky. No joke. OG Philly guys in the house. What's going on, dude? Michael says, "Hi Joey, prayers to BG for a full recovery." Definitely prayers to BG. Definitely. You lose your voice on your defense with Brandon Graham, so hopefully, we see a lot more from him on the sideline and just helping this team out as much as possible. Hopefully, they bring him back next year. So, Big Pun, what's going on? Packers going 0-2. Are they really losing against the Lions right now? I thought they were tied or up by a touchdown at one point right by the half. Rush the Nation 1 says, if we lose to Dallas, I'm going to cry to November. Yeah, it's going to be a tough loss if they can't pull it off, especially if that Cowboys defense does anything to the Eagles. I mean, look, I think they're going to have to blitz the Eagles. I think, I don't think they have a pass rush. I don't think they have much on that defensive line. I don't like Anthony. I don't like their corners. It's just it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I think they could beat us, guys. Like, how we looked this past game was not good. Both our running backs, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, we had Jalen Hurts had more rushing yards than our running backs. Our 3 starting linebackers had double-digit tackles than our defensive line. That's not good. Okay, other than Quez Watkins, not one other receiver hit 20 yards. I mean, it was bad. I was at the game. I saw the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. Eagles have landed. What's going on, bro? Big Pun says, okay, so we have no expectations high on the Eagles, and you won't be disappointed. Oh, of course I'm disappointed if they look bad, like how they played San Fran every single game. That's definite. But, I mean, I don't expect them to look that bad. I mean, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Like, there was I wouldn't necessarily put it on the players too much. I think really it was the game plan. But Hurts, overthrew, underthrew. His passes weren't great either. All day, so there's a lot more that goes into it, but I think really the overall view of the game plan, they didn't make any changes during the game. They really didn't whatsoever. It's just unfortunate. Junior Aranda says, I think the game showed we need someone like Howard to get those short yard game. I don't get it. You have Boston Scott as the third running back right now. You don't even dress him as of right now, so what are you doing? You know what I mean? You're not even dressing Boston Scott. I mean, you might as well put him on the practice squad, protect him on the practice squad, and then bring up Jordan Howard. You need a bull runner. You need a bruiser back for these third and shorts, because I don't trust. I mean, on third down, we couldn't convert on third down. We couldn't. Our defense couldn't convert on third down. These corners are still, I don't know, so much zone. I know they were going to play zone. They're a zone first team at defense right now, but they're playing too much zone. They're barely blitzing. They blitz maybe once or twice, not even that, the other day. I mean, you have your cornerbacks lined up 6 yards across from the wide receiver, backed up 6 yards on a third and short or something. That's you have these corners lined up way too far. Kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Kind of nuts. Junior said, I think the game showed we need someone like Howard to get those short yard game. That's true. Boys for Life, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day. Slash says, what up, Joey? What's going on, bro? JD said, if we lose, we'll be 1-2. How is our season a wrap? It's not a wrap. I mean, it was just a bad game, and, people are going to overreact. I didn't overreact to the game. I didn't flip out. I just said, these are the stats of what your guys did today, and that's it. That's how bad it was. I mean, I was there, so I wasn't surprised. Was I surprised they came out? The first quarter was the only good quarter they played. It was the only good quarter they played. By the second quarter, when Quez had the 91-yard 91-yard pass, right? Did really well. Then we get to red zone, and you get a false start. You get 2 plays that get a yard apiece, and then you do a Philly special, which absolutely makes no sense to me. I don't know why they did that. You know what I mean? Absolutely no sense. So it hurt. It hurt. You left points on the Eagles could have won this game. Crazy. You know what I mean? But appreciate everybody that's in here today, guys. I know this is a late night stream, guys. We're going to go all the way, all night. Hopefully a few hours. Let's just talk. Who cares? You know what I mean? Just to hang out. We got a super chat from Cobbett Star. I think we need to bring up Fulgham as well. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind bringing up Travis Fulgham as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think JJ didn't have a reception, obviously. I think he was in for some plays here and there, but didn't really do much after that. So definitely something to look out for. You know what I mean? Let me hold on one second. Hold on. I got to put the alert box in front of this because that alert box never showed up because I had it blocked by something else. So, yeah. Let's see. Slash says Greg Ward is on my Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he's on. He's just not getting opportunities. I mean, he literally came into the game to to really pass that Philly special pass to the end zone. I mean, that's all he really did. Spirit the Advantage is minimum 7 wins and a solid looking team by the end of the year should make fans happy. I think as long as, by the end of the year, whether we make the division, whenever we win the division, or don't win the division, I think down the road, like, as long as 2021 is a building block year for the Eagles. It's a building block year. So what I'm really expecting this year is to find those building block pieces. Like, I'm ready to trade Fletcher Cox already. I'm ready to trade Brandon Brooks already, and then they have guys on the offensive line they could put in next year. Nate Herbig, I'm surprised they never put him on the field. They want to throw Land Dickerson in the fire at guard, which I kind of didn't get at the time, but I mean, I guess they just wanted to see what he could do, but it just wasn't enough for me at the end of the day. So kind of crazy though, you know what I mean? Jace Davis said, "What's up, Joey? Nick's red zone play calling is a massive concern of mine. Has to be able to feel a game out. Philly special doesn't work when you have a mobile quarterback." And yeah, it's not even just that. It's not even that play. Just absolutely made no sense. You're telling me you can't find a tight end. You can't game plan a tight end, any type of red zone with your tight ends. You got speed with the receivers, and you have to do a Philly special. I mean, it was just so. It kind of disgusted me when they ran that play. It's like. It just shows me they just ran out of ideas, or they try to get too cute, or they try to get the fans into it, or I don't know what they were trying to do on that play, but it absolutely made no sense to me why they did that. You know what I mean? Matt Weeks says, Barnett better not make another stupid foul like that again, but I probably just jinxed it. I want Barnett to be benched as of right now. I actually want Barnett benched, and he's been doing this the past few years, guys. He's literally been doing the same thing the past few years. He's a reactor on the field, guys. He always gets these penalties, doesn't think about the team. He does things before thinking about them, and that's a huge problem. I would bench him. Give more snaps to Josh Sweat and Ryan Kerrigan. I don't see why not. You just gave a 3-year extension to Josh Sweat. Kerrigan has been pretty much it's been kind of crazy, but as of right now, they need to give more snaps to those guys. You know what I mean? Let me know, guys, if I sound okay on the microphone as of right now. The volume might be a little high. I don't know. I should be all right as of right now. John Sibley says, I hate to say this, but Fletcher is getting blocked one-on-one can't happen. And he did get blocked one-on-one yesterday. He did. Wrong side of 30 right now. I don't know why. This is the problem I've had with Fletcher Cox. Just here are the stats the past 6 games for Fletcher Cox. He's had 1 sack and 1 QB hit in the last 6 games. I mean, that's crazy. And people defend it. And I don't know why. It's all right there. You know what I mean? I don't know why people defend that. But it's kind of crazy. Let's see. Honeycomb J says that they don't activate Jordan Howard onto the 53. I'll drop kick Sirianni, and I hope they do. I really want Jordan Howard to play. I really do. Commissar says JJ was in a lot. It looked like it was more than just blocking, which annoyed me. He can't get separation. Well, no, I don't think he can either. He kind of showed that in preseason, except for the last game where he had separation with against 4th, 5th string cornerbacks. I mean, he had 40 plus. He had 40 plus yards on a first down reception, and he had obviously the big touchdown. So kind of crazy. Philly Crew 23 said Fletcher Cox needs to play better. Yeah, the whole defensive line needs to play better. Javon Hargrave was the only player that did well in the first quarter. Then really, other than that, this is why 3 of your linebackers had double-digit tackles. That's not good, guys. It's really not good. It's not good at all. Boys for Life says your mic is cutting in and out. Let me know if my mic is cutting in and out. I don't know why it shouldn't be, but it should be fine. Eagle says that this is a 5-win team in my eyes. I'm sorry. It's too early, bro, to say it's a 5-win team. It's way too early. It's the second game. That's kind of ridiculous. Chris Nate says score prediction in Dallas. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know because I don't know what's going to work here offensively. Like Nick has to change this. Nick has to see with this these play designs, these route combinations they have for these receivers, like the way they're trying to use their quarterback right now. It's kind of ridiculous right now, but I don't know. It really depends on this offense. The offense is going to really dictate where the game is going because defensively they got to play a good game. You're facing a good offensive line for the Cowboys. They don't have La'el Collins, but it don't matter. They could still beat us. I mean, it's already at the point where the 49ers, where Verrett was gone, their best cornerback was gone, their backup cornerback, their second cornerback was gone, and you had Josh Norman. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter who they don't have. They don't have Gallup. I don't think they have Gallup next week. I don't think they have La'el Collins. Obviously, DeMarcus Lawrence is out, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they have to play well. They're not going to get away with a win just because they have injuries. We have injuries as well. Chris Nace score. Let's see. Philly 215 said, I feel like when it comes to defensive end, we could still be good because of Dallas can win with a missing piece like D-Lo. Why can't we be good with defensive ends like Sweat, Kerrigan, or Barnett? I think when you go into next year's draft, you have to draft another pass rusher, depending on if they bring back Brandon Graham next year. I mean, I don't see. I mean, it's only the second game, but I haven't seen much from this line at all. Besides Javon Hargrave, Hassan Ridgeway, that's all I've really seen. I haven't seen anything from anybody else. Not Fletcher Cox, not Derek Barnett. Not even Brandon Graham. I mean, actually, I think. I mean, I've seen a lot of pressure from Brandon Graham, but I mean. That's pretty much it, guys. Like, the defensive line has been pretty much, I mean, they got taken care of after the first quarter, so that's a big problem. Patrick Damani says, I'm worried about Kerrigan because it looked like he played like he didn't care. It's not just him, it's everybody. I mean, it's just everybody. It's just, there's no pressure, there's nothing going on, so. JP Martinez, I turned off the TV right when Greg Ward threw that ball away on fourth down. Yeah, it was a bad pass and a horrible play to call. Matt said, I thought it was just me at first. Commentator said, I have not looked at the film yet, but I looked like the scheme was horrible. I don't blame Hurts really at all. The play calling was lazy. I think the play calling was lazy too. Nick Sirianni kind of, was humble about, the sequence of plays that he didn't like, obviously. So at least he's humble about it, but it's still not gonna help. You know what I mean? John simply says he didn't do bad. Andre Moses says move Fletcher Cox to defensive end. They could definitely. I mean, no, I'd probably not even do that. I mean, he's got to do good at his normal position before they even move him around. Sasha says no, he's way too slow to play defensive end. Ernesto says it's just me, or is the audio hiccupy? I don't think so. Commissar, he is a rookie head coach, though. He will learn, but I feel they look dumb and not finishing drives. It's probably cutting in and out because if I turn my head like this, you don't really hear it that much. I have to talk directly into the mic, so that's probably the reason why it's sounding like that. So I'll keep myself this way. Ernesto says, okay, it's just not me. Raymond said, move Milton to defensive end. It's moving them around is not going to do anything. Like they have natural positions that they have to do well. If Fletcher Cox isn't playing well, Kerrigan, Barnett, Sweat, if these guys aren't playing well, it's a problem. So I should just restart the stream. Is it lagging? Matt says, gamers, I'm actually expected to turn to a second round pick, but hope I'm wrong. But to me, Wentz can't stay healthy. 2 ankle sprains, guys. I mean, that's crazy, right? Absolutely insane. Gamers, Golly says, yeah, same Matt. DeQueese Green says, yeah, Fletch is done. John said, he gets a lot of, what is it? What does he say? He gets a lot slide protection, but he pushes himself out of plays. Undermost says, trade Derek Barnett to New York Jets for second-round pick. I don't think you're going to get a second-round pick for Derek Barnett. That's definitely not going to happen. Okay, I don't think that's going to happen at all. Comments says, Cox isn't much of a leader, and he looks like he isn't doing much. I say trade him after this year. Hargrave, Ridgeway, and Williams are the future at defensive tackle. David Trail says, what happened to the RPOs in this last game? I don't know where this game plan was going. It's like they totally just switched on. It's literally every player went rogue in this game. That's how it felt. You know what I mean? Like every player went rogue. Patrick says, we can get LeGarrette Blount back. Yeah, no, it's definitely not going to happen. Ernesto Chavez Aguilar said, restarting the stream did help to hiccup audio. I think our corners are playing really well. I just want to see picks out of them. Matt says Patrick, he's retired. Philly Dandy said Barnett not getting a second round, maybe fourth. If they even could get that, you know what I mean? I don't even know if they could even get that at this point. You know what I mean? Spirit Day vanishes. Wentz trying to make plays with Aaron Donald over him. He just doesn't know how to get to not get injured. John said the linebackers was missing a lot of tackles. Yeah, I mean the linebackers have had issues with that since they were missing tackles against the Falcons as well. I mean even the cornerbacks. You know, Darius Slay missed a couple tackles too. Like just couldn't hold on. You know what I mean? Eagle Slayer says seems like coaching staff lacks discipline, but can be fixed quickly. But we'll see. I just think it's the second game. Like I'm saying to myself, it's the second game. Like it's not. We're going into week 10 right now. You know what I mean? Michael says, yeah, Carson always gets hurt every year. Patrick Demont says, Matt Weeks, I know, I just want a bruiser. Johnson said, Jalen has to trust his wide receivers. He was not giving them a chance. I think even that first one of Devontae Smith, I thought it was pretty late. I thought the first one of Devontae Smith was pretty late as of right now. I thought he threw too late to Devontae on the first one. I think he just tried forcing a lot of balls as well, so. Kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Gamer said, I miss JJ. He had fast movement, tackling, breaking. David Trudell says, bench DB. Put Singleton as Reese Sweat as right end, Sweat as left end. I mean, you could do that. I mean, Barnett, I just want benched. Like, I'm done with Barnett. Like, I've been done with him, but I really want him gone. I'm done with Barnett. As of right now, I'm pretty finished with him. Slash says, yeah, but the 49ers D-line is pretty creative. They were ranked for top 5 Super Bowl season before they got injured. Now they're all back. Yeah, that's why people were like talking about the game from last year. Like they had so many injuries last year, you know, and probably if they were healthy last year, they did, you know, they're out their quarterback obviously. So I don't know if it would have made a difference, but yeah, it definitely made a difference and came back and beat them last year. You know what I mean? Philly fan D said, yeah, shame his career cut short due to injuries. John said Brandon Graham was balling in the run game. Oh, definitely, 100%. Mazuka Lord says, do you have faith in Hurts if we get into a situation where we have to throw the ball a lot? I mean, probably it's going to happen this year. We're going to find a game where he's going to throw a lot more. I think, you know, there's really no balance right now. It's not really there's no balance. There is a balance between the run and the pass, but there's no production. At a lot of positions right now, especially for that game versus the 49ers. So, OG Philly guy said if the Eagles get a win or keep it close, then we should be okay for the season. Cowboys come out, blow us out, then we may be in trouble for the season. It's going to be I mean, if the Eagles lose this game and by a lot of points, I mean, if the Eagles lose this game in general, it's going to look bad. It's going to be really bad for the Eagles to come back from it, because then you got to play KC. I mean, look, the KC game, like I don't even have us winning that game as it is right now, but you got to win these division games. They're very important, obviously, to the end of the year. You got to win these division games. You know what I mean? Dave said, if we're not keeping BG next year, we need to trade Cox while he still has value. I think they'll trade Fletcher Cox next year. I think they'll trade Brandon Brooks next year. I think you go into this draft next year, and this really depends if Jalen Hurts looks like he's capable of being a franchise quarterback. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you know, we'll see though. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. Matt said, I know, right, Eagles there. We never gave Holyfield a chance. The problem with Holyfield is that his pass protection is not good. He's really bad at picking up blitzes. He's not good. He's really not good. Like, he cannot pick up a blitz for his life, and that's why he probably didn't make the team. It's just he had 2 running backs in front of him that were a lot better. I know he's a bruiser, but if he can't pass protect, you know, Jordan Howard's a better pass protector. I think the Eagles did as much as they could with him, but his pass protection was horrible. Even for the preseason we just had, it wasn't good, and it showed. Robert Cravino says Milton for a 2 defensive end. I mean, I know they've been moving guys around, but I mean, I don't know. Like, they could move him to defensive end, but it's still like your whole defensive line is not getting any production. So, like, just moving him to defensive end isn't going to fix anything. Philly fan D said Hurts played in 6 games. Unfair to judge Hurts needs the year. No, it's too early. I mean, definitely too early. But the quarterback's only going to play well if your game plan is a good game plan. If it's not, your quarterback, they're going to set him up to fail. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Bro, your mic is messed up. These gotta be old. These comments gotta be old. I probably sound fine now. John simply said lazy or not, but when I watched the game, at one of the ones was there if Jalen anticipated the throws. Yeah, there were some throws that were way too late. There were some that were way too early. That's why some of the receivers had to come back and get the ball, unfortunately. So that was a huge problem. Philly Fantasy said, "What's up with Tua's injury?" I have no idea. I haven't looked at any other teams as of today because I've been busy covering obviously this horrible loss that we just had. So Juan Leone said we win the game for the 49ers. Well, good guys. You know what, Juan, good job. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You guys did a good job. You got to give it to the 49ers. They showed up after the first quarter. They showed up. They shut us down. Ronnie Wyatt says Sirianni's play calling was buns. Yeah, I think it was more than buns. It was more than buns. Jay Dave said Jalen Hurts was really late on throws. Matt says I think he injured his ribs, not positive, but okay. Ernesto said the play calling was horrible. It was bad. I mean, it was bad. If you can't even score in red zone, it's huge. I mean, then you really don't know what you're doing. You don't even know what you're doing. Commentators say they're rotating the defensive line too much from what I saw. Jackson should be coming in really at all, or they need guys to gain energy by staying in longer. They should. I mean, really, at the end of the day, we stayed on the field way too long as a defense. I mean, there was one, I forgot, what was it, the third quarter? I mean, I think it was the third quarter. I mean, the 49ers had the ball for like 10 minutes. I mean, they have to get off the field. I mean, you can't keep these guys on the field all day. You know what I mean? Commentator said they're rotating the defensive line too much for what I saw. Jackson shouldn't be coming in really at all, and they need guys to gain energy, be staying in longer. Juan Leone says, I felt like the tight ends weren't involved as much. No, definitely not. What was it? 2 passes to Goddard, 1 to Ertz. I mean, I don't know how many passes it was if I can go back and check. I haven't really checked at all. But kind of crazy. Really, and then there's obviously, besides Quez Watkins, besides that big bomb to Quez Watkins, you take that away. I mean, there's nothing there. You take that big bomb to Quez Watkins in the second quarter, there's really nothing there. You know what I mean? Johnson said, bro, they was missing them on the QB. Cows Filthy, what's going on, bro? Slash said, comment star facts. I was so confused when I saw Jason playing. Dude was getting manhandled one-on-one. T-Barb says, in the second game, but I've seen enough for now. The season is over, and it's time to look forward to next year. I wouldn't give up after one game. I mean, I don't know why fans are giving up after one game. Just one game. It just makes no sense to me. Matt says, to be honest, I'd rather have the loss happen now than happen later in the season. I'd rather have mistakes happen now than later in the season. You know what I mean? Rock the R's, what's going on, bro? Ronnie White says, activate Jordan Howard. That's what we've been wanting, and they're still not doing it yet. Commissar, what did you see from the game because you were able to see the whole film? Were guys getting separation or are they really locked up? I don't think there was much separation at all. Besides Quez Watkins, and the Rager throw that didn't count, him stepping out of bounds. I mean, other than that, there was really no separation. That's why I think the play design just looked very, very random. It just looked so ugly out there. So I don't know what they were doing. Philly Crew 23 says defense needs to force more turnovers. Yeah, I mean, they dropped 2 interceptions the other day. They dropped 2 the other day, which is kind of crazy. Rock the R says, we lost on a dummy move trying to be cute, going for it, doing the dumb Philly play. Yeah, I thought it was really dumb that they did that. I don't know why they did it. Sandy Size says, what's good? What's going on, bro? Ronnie White says, Derek Barnett doing dumb penalties as usual. As usual. Victor, what's going on? So even the season, the 49ers are overrated. Don't see them winning the division and Jimmy G. I don't know if they're going to win the division. They're definitely not going to be in the Super Bowl this year. I mean, that's definite. Matt says, exactly, Rock the R's. I feel that cost us the game. Scheme team said, I'm kind of worried about Jalen Hurts' arm. I don't like his arm strength. I've always thought that he could throw really far, but it's just where he's trying to pinpoint the ball. That's where he's trying to pinpoint the ball in a certain, obviously a certain distance to get it in the receiver's heads. I think that's been the problem. Robert says, problems are we don't have a running game, really. Also, deep passes are thrown too short. That's definite. He missed Devontae Smith a couple times, and if you see your wide receiver coming back for the ball, it's not a good thing, and that's what kind of happened with Jalen Hurts yesterday. Victor said, I'm fine with the arm, worried about the middle of the field throws. And yeah, there's no middle of the field. There's no mid-tier throws. Like, where are these open spaces? I mean, the 49ers were starting to throw to Samuel, middle of the field. I don't know what they were doing. There was nothing middle of the field. It was either a go route, screen pass, run up the middle, run to the left, right, whatever it was, tight end screen, whatever you want to say. I mean, there was nothing mid-tier throwing-wise from this team. So I said just Hurts threw a 50-yard bomb to Watkins. So that's all it was. Watkins was the only receiver. Watkins was the only receiver that did anything, but that's because of that big bomb. And take that away, it's he's had more. He had a little bit more yards, but the other receivers didn't even have 20 yards. Other receivers didn't even have 20 yards of receiving. That's how bad it was. David Triel said, bro, please tell me things are going to get better. I've been talking with Cowboy fans, and now I'm a little worried about the next game. Got 500 riding on it. I would have waited on it, bro. I would have waited for it after this game before betting. But, it really depends what our offense does against a Dallas defense that, isn't really that good. It's not good. The pass rush isn't good. It's the cornerbacks, Trevon Diggs, Anthony Brown, not good. I don't like their safeties. I think they have one of the best linebacker cores in the league. But other than that, that's it. You can't beat that. Then I don't know. It's not looking too good right now. Matt says, I can't believe we paid Barnett that $10 million for that. It's crazy. At least we restructured him and saved some cap space. So it's not too bad. Wins for Cronk said we shouldn't be worried about because it's week 2. That's what I'm saying. I think it's way too early as of right now. I think it's way too early. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna refresh this really quick. Because I don't know what's going. All right, we're good. We're good to go. The Eagle Slayer says people need to understand the difference between constructive criticism and just being a blatant hater. Mavick says, Maverick, these refs in the NFL this year were the worst. I've never seen even more than the past years. I think the taunting penalty is probably one of the worst I've ever, one of the worst I've ever seen as of right now. I mean, that's just me though. There says, scheme, they didn't call a single run to the middle of the field. Smith was open and a deep pass for a touchdown. Hurts missed him. Matt says exactly there. I think they confuse that a lot. Philly Fan D says the stupid 4th and 1 call was just dumb and Ward throwing it away on 4th down. I think that was the dumbest. That's when the game turned around. I think that sucked the life right out of the Eagles right after the Philly special play. I think that's where it kind of got crazy. It got really crazy. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but Hawk says Dallas defense is not that good, but number 1 turnovers are ranked 9th in defense overall. They will get better. It's only the second week too, so haven't faced any good talent yet. And the Chargers are a good team as well. It's definitely another come up team. Eagle says people need to understand the difference between constructive criticism and just being a bland letter. Let's see here. Matt Weeks exactly, Slayer. I think they confuse that a lot. Comment Star said, from what I saw from Hurts so far, he could be a franchise QB. His film from week 1 looked good, and I have to see his film for week 2, but it did not look good to be bad. Scheme Team says, well, maybe Hurts knows that he can't throw deep a bunch of times at will and can only sling it X amount of times. Jess Davis said, Hurts reminds me of Mitch Trubisky. Briss says, hope Eagles get the dub versus the Cowboys. I'm hoping too. Caleb says, I'm not worried because my expectations were never high to begin with. This is a rebuilding year, and I honestly don't think Hurts is going to be here next year. Look, guys, if this team, you shouldn't have high expectations for this team this year. If you're thinking Super Bowl, if you're thinking NFC championship game, you can't be thinking that. I was thinking maybe Eagles can win a division and maybe a playoff, not even really win a playoff game, but as far as getting to a playoff game, I had them going. Or not winning the division and just hoping they take the right, if we can end the season on a good note, that they took, put the right foot in the right direction, then I would be fine with it. You know what I mean? Marcus Polk says Sirianni needs to help with plays. Decrease Green said we got to get guys out in space. We got a lot of talent, utilize it. Slash says Eagles fans are the worst sometimes. I can't. That's definitely true, bro. Eagles fans could be horrible. Team says, I'm not giving up on Hurts. I'm just venting our woes we have on offense. Maverick says, honest man, if we lose to Dallas, I'm breaking the TV. No, the Beast says the Eagles had plenty of chances to win the game. True that. Comments are also, Hurts doesn't have the strongest arm, so don't expect Hurts to be an accurate on deep throws. Once in a while, it's okay, but he's not Russell Wilson or Pat Mahomes where he could throw deep all the time. I've noticed his deep ball actually is not good. I mean, that was the rumor that his deep ball actually it was getting better this year, but it didn't look good. It didn't look good. Philly fan said McNabb, Prescott, and Wilson didn't start off great thrower of the ball. Hurts had it to him to make his game great. Relax. Bryce Blackwell says we got to win Monday or it can get ugly. I think they have to win Monday. I mean, they have to win Monday. Hawk says, guess you're getting a new TV, so start saving. It's great. Johnson says we're going to win a division. I have no voice, guys. Just letting you know because I can't even yell right now. Ghost Fan just go get Deshaun Watson problem solved. I mean, it's definitely somebody you could pick up next year because I don't like this draft. Matt Weeks says Ghost Watson said he don't want to play in Philly. Team says Caleb, I agree with you on the season, but I don't agree with you on Hurts not being here next season. They have to have a 1-16 season to see him gone. Commissar says his arm is like early Breeze. He needs to rely more on his legs and throwing the ball on the run. The play design was weak. I agree with that. The play design was really weak, and it doesn't matter if he's more of a run-first quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, I think if they design plays for him that could make it successful, he has enough weapons around him, guys. He does. They just didn't get it done. Maverick says, I want Deshaun Watson today. Well, that's definitely not going to happen. No, the beast, I heard struggled yesterday. Everybody struggled yesterday. John Smith said, because Jalen was running out of the pocket. Hawk says, as a Cowboys fan, it is way too early. Anyone could still win a division. That's definite. Eagles says, I'm more annoyed because this game was very winnable, but we can't dwell on it now. Dallas is getting some soft Angry Birds and Jerry World. And it's better that Dallas won that game. This way they feel good going into the next game. And you know, if they lost, and obviously, if they lost against the Chargers, I think it would be worse for us, to be honest. I'd rather probably them win that game to think they're going to, see how we played, be more comfortable, and then kind of surprise them when we get there this Monday night. Hulk says, I think we beat ourselves. The Niners didn't do anything, just need to clean up some stuff. We got a super chat from Richie MC. Appreciate it, bro. He says the day after. The day after what? I have no idea what that means. Day after. Let me know what that means because I have no idea what that means the day after. But appreciate super chat, man. His comment starts says, yeah, it was vulnerable games. That's why it's so frustrating. Big D says that would explain why they kept getting shut down by backup secondary. I mean, yeah, it's bad. Like, I don't know, guys. It's not because of the personnel. It's how they're using the personnel. Like that's the main problem. That's really all it is. You know what I mean? Big D says that would explain it. All right, Farrell says one of the good things you took away. What's one good thing you took away from the game? I'd say Jordan Mailata played pretty good. I think Jordan Mailata played really good at left tackle yesterday. I thought he played really good, lights out, really good. So that's what I thought. Against Nick Bosa, I thought he played really, really nice. I think highest graded player on the team the other day. Comment starts to also be fair, Sirianni. This was his second game. We were seeing this from Doug in his fifth year, and it was looking like he wasn't learning from his mistakes. I think Sirianni will learn. Obviously, we were 7-9 in 2016 on his rookie. I think we were 7-9. 2016. So it wasn't a great year either. But we got another super chat from Richie FC. He says thoughts 24 hours after the game. I mean, it's really play design, guys. Like, it was ugly. Like, this defense is, the defense is, they're not blitzing. The defensive line is getting blocked. They're getting manhandled. It doesn't look good. They have to fix a lot, guys. I mean, this is a lot they have to fix. I mean, really, it's just scheming at this point. That's really all it is. Like, I think there's talent here, but I think mostly it's scheming. And they didn't do a good job with that. Unfortunately. So it's been kind of crazy, though. There is 78 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate you being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We cover the Eagles every single day. If you guys haven't, check the memberships down below. Check all the description down below. We're putting in more content this year. A lot more extra things are going to happen this year. If you guys haven't liked the stream, subscribe. We're around. Check out some of the content if you guys have not as well. Much love to everybody that came in on a late night stream tonight. I did a vote earlier yesterday and into today to see if how many people want to come in and whatnot. So much love to everybody. I came in today for everybody. I enjoyed the tailgate. I enjoyed going, driving the Philly, and that was pretty much it. I mean, other than that, that was it. It was kind of crazy. So, Cats Philly says it was a loss. It's one game just to give up a ridiculous shaking my head, Eagles fans. Yeah, I don't. I'm not giving up after this. I mean, that's definite. Chase E was said, will Cowboys dominate the whole game next week? I don't think they'll dominate the whole game. I mean, they shouldn't. I mean, I hope they don't. I mean, if they dominate the whole entire game, then it's not good. I mean, this isn't looking good. Period. It's not. Hawk 215, hey Joey, how do you feel about Hurts? I feel like he had an up and down day. I just don't feel like he was used right in this offense. I don't feel like he was used right. I don't feel like his passes were. I don't feel like his passes were fantastic. You know what I mean? I feel like he could play better. I don't think he's a bust yet. I'm not saying he's a franchise quarterback. I'm not saying he's anything special right now, but, they got to use him the right way, and he's got to make better decisions when he's throwing the ball. That's it. Throwing too late, overthrowing passes, underthrowing passes, it's going to make a huge difference. So, it's crazy. Slash says, Jesse Davis agree. A lot of throws I saw from Hurts to Devontae at DB was completely draped on him. I know they are guys, but come on. Jimmy Goat, number 10, said 49ers defense is no joke. Wake up, Eagles. Eagles a good team, but Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Eric Armstead, D Ford, Javon Kinlaw, no joke, and now they added Josh Norman. Well, Josh Norman ain't good, bro. He's not good. The only way they won that game was obviously with the pressure and good coverage because of bad scheming by the Eagles, and that's it. Josh Norman is not a good cornerback, number one. You'll see down the road when you actually face a team that knows how to scheme against the defense what Josh Norman is going to give up in that secondary. It's not going to be good, so don't be all high on Josh Norman. He's not a good player anymore. Bear says, to me, the DL looked fine. Pressured Jimmy a lot on the first half. OG Philly guys' defense has only gave up 23 points in 2 weeks. It's not that bad. Mark Folks said, Cowboys better not dominate the whole game. Jason Rhodes says, so good. Comment starts to the team, lost energy too. That really affect things. Plus a big leader like BG going to affect things. Yeah, you lose your leader. I mean, you lost your leader in this game. I mean, that's definite. You lost your leader, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish they could have done more. I wish more could have been done in this game, but it's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? Losing him it's definitely a loss, but at the same time, I think you can give more snaps to Josh Sweat. Give more snaps to Ryan Kerrigan. I'll be totally fine with that. You know what I mean? Jai Eastwood said, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I love the content. I like to know the enemy, and you have been big help. Great content creator. Appreciate Troy Eastwood. Much love, man. Appreciate you coming in, even as a Cowboys fan. I have Cowboys fans that check out the channel, so I appreciate it, man. Victor said they had three straight 3-and-outs. I personally think it was the secondary that failed that game. The linebackers have an obvious problem in pass protection. K. says Jimmy Goat tends to bro Norman hasn't been good in 4 years, and he hasn't. He hasn't been good at all. Patrick, the one says Nick Sirianni said he put his players there to shine at. They certainly didn't keep his word against the 49ers. No, he didn't set up his players to be successful in that game, and that's definite. You know what I mean? I don't think defense failed us, all considering how the game nowadays pretty much meant their offense to be better. Commissar, I like our defense, but offense was frustrating. We could have had 17 more points with flags, and not taking field goals cost us the game. Bear said the offense had played well. We wouldn't be in a situation to be destroyed by the run later on. Steve Martinez, the question says, why so much expectation for this team when they knew we were going to into the season? All new faces from coaching down to players, not to mention most are fresh in the league. And look, there's nothing wrong about rooting for a team that's brand new. There's nothing wrong about being excited. Just, you just can't have too much high expectations. Like, I thought they would have played a lot better in this 49ers game. They could have won this game. I mean, between the block field goal, the fourth down play after the big Quez Watkins catch, I mean, they could have won that game. It would have been a winner. But they took too many chances, shot themselves in the foot way too many times. So, Eagle Slayer said, would you give Jordan Hicks a look for the deadline? No, for as of this year, as of right now, I don't know. Unless it's trades at the deadline are weird because I think it's like fleece season, because you fleece a lot of teams by trading for players or trading one of your own. You're trying to fleece other teams for good draft picks. That's what you're trying to do as of right now. So, comments are, so that's why I hope BG comes back next year, because he's a big leader on defense. Who would be the voice when he leaves? I don't think we have any voice right now. They have to find that within themselves as of right now. Ron Yen says, if we are going to make these 2-point conversions, I don't understand why we can't capitalize on going for it on fourth. Remar says, short yardage with our Howard in the lineup. Use Mulata and his rugby skills to power the ball. Robert says, we haven't played a quarterback yet. The secondary is a question mark until this week, and that's definite. Star Minshew says, hate to say it, but Eagles getting blown out the next 3 games. I wouldn't say blown out next game, but, KC is going to be another story, but we'll see, though. Robert says, straight up ignored. Bobby Murray says, Sirianni's play calling was ridiculous. Definitely was. Cornerbacks dropped of a hill, age, simply loss of athleticism. Experience can take you so far. He could probably play a big nickel. Other than that, an aging cornerback is a liability. Victor says, I'm not saying the defense was perfect. It's that when you hold a team to 0 points for the most part of the first half, you got to bury them with points. And I think that's definitely true. You got to take whatever points you could get, and that's what the Eagles didn't do. I don't care if it's just 3 points. Like, I know they want to score, they want to get a touchdown, they want to make it into more points, but you got to. I mean, at the end of the day, the 49ers didn't score over 40 points, which they did on the Lions. Okay, so obviously the Eagles could have won this game. I mean, they were only down a touchdown by the end, obviously, but they could have done a lot more. They would have had a lot more points on the board. I mean, and that's definite. You know what I mean? Ray Myers with short yards without Howard is the lineup. Use Mulata and his rugby skills to power the ball, and I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't even mind putting Mulata as a fullback, to be honest, on those plays. Ray Myers with short yards. Let's see. Robert Gravino said, we haven't played a QB yet. The secondary is question mark. Let's see here. Taylor Walker Devine says, Nick got used to moving the ball with last week. He thought it was always going to go like that. He'll bounce back. I'm hoping he does. Really conservative with the run last week, especially against the Falcons that aren't a good football team. Victor says it's easier to play offense and defense in the NFL, so before blaming the defense for anything, I'll blame the offense when they fail to generate points. And that's definite. I blame the offense before the defense. I mean, I look at see where you have to score points in this league. I don't have, as of right now, for going into week 3, like I don't really don't have any faith in this defense really doing anything against the Cowboys next week. I don't. I have more faith in the offense than I do the defense, but there's always pros and cons on both sides. You know what I mean? Like, the defense hasn't even showed me even enough of what they could do. Not even a little bit of what they could do as of right now. So, just says we didn't really have any penetration. Jimmy had all day plays. He was too comfortable, and that's true. No pressure, nothing. I mean, they disappeared. After the first quarter, they totally disappeared. And that's definitely true. Definitely true. So, Philly Fendi's definitely overall defense did their job. Patrick Demon says, hey, what do you think of Samalo? Would you rather have Herbig out there or Isaac Samalo? I like Herbig better. I mean, Samalo is just one guy that I don't think his pass protection is great. I think his run blocking is really good, but his pass protection has kind of been suspect the past few years. So, I mean, that's what I think. Thomas Starr says the thing with BG, he was a late bloomer, but he was a leader. Barnett might be a late bloomer as well. He has no voice. Bye-bye, Barnett. There are defensive ends who are good, and they have leadership. Not even just that, but they care about the team more than themselves. Like, he's already, it's away from the play, and he pushes some guy in front of a ref, and, like, you get a penalty like that. It costs your team 15 yards. I think the Eagles could have got back to this game if, obviously, Kevon Wallace, the helmet to helmet. I don't blame Kevon Wallace for that hit because both the running back and and Kevon Wallace had their helmets down, and obviously because Elijah Mitchell was knocked out in the game, Elijah Mitchell was knocked out in the game, so it turned everything around. It was horrible. I thought it was a really bad call. Eagles would have had the ball toward the other way and probably could have hopefully did something there. Sim Martinez, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for this young team too, but I'm more excited to see them develop, and as success happens on the way, well then I'll enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Like, I think really, like I said earlier in the stream, like 2021 is all about your building block pieces it's really all about your building block pieces to see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, you just see what's going on. But Sean says we need to make it easier on Jalen. Flip Fan D says San Fran D-line is a beast. They are. Commentstar said, I don't get why we're not playing Herbig at right guard. Herbig held his own against Donald. Dickerson should be getting ready to play center next year and trying to stay healthy. I prefer Herbig at right guard. I preferred him yesterday. I preferred Herbig to go in there. And then the guy next to me was like, oh, my God, Dickerson's going to be in the game, because I guess he was on his phone. And I was like, why are they throwing Dickerson in the game? It makes absolutely no sense. Like, the guy didn't even have an offseason last year. I mean, he didn't, obviously he was hurt. 2 season-ending injuries, 2 ankle injuries, two knee injuries. I mean, before coming to the Eagles, and he didn't play preseason. He didn't have rookie mini camp. He didn't have mini camp. He didn't have training camp. He didn't have anything at this point. So, Ray Meyer says Wallace hit was a bad call. I believe that 100%. I thought it was a bad call. Look, if the running back had his head up and Kevon Wallace had his head down, different story. But because they both had their head down, yeah, it was a bad call. So they should have reviewed that. What they should have did was review that, but it didn't happen though. Very said the defense did cover Calvin Ridley, Deebo Samuel, and Kyle Pitts pretty well. I don't think it's always just about sacks. So far, it's 11 points per game defense. Honestly, don't feel like I could complain. No, they covered them well, but the problem is that I think we got a bloop. There's a bloop. It's the first game of the season though. It's the first game of the season. Like, you don't have any blueprints on your team because of preseason. Like, that's the issue I have with that. You go into the second game, now the 49ers have a blueprint of our defense, and it's up to Jonathan Gannon to not be so predictable. And to line your cornerback 6 yards away from the receiver on a 3rd and short, that alarms me a little bit. That really does. And you're not blitzing. You're still not even blitzing. So, I think down the road, this offense will be better than our defense down the road this year, but the defense got to step up. Like, there's no pressure with this defensive line right now. It's that bad. Commissar said Wallace needs to shut up. Like, seriously. He's starting to bug me a bit. He needs to get off social media and focus on his game, man. That's true. That's definitely true. Jay Young, what's going on, bro? Victor Von Keller says, well, the defense did cover Calvin Ridley, Deebo Samuel, and Kyle pretty well. I don't think it's always just about sacks. So far, it's 11 point per game defense. Honestly, I don't feel like I can complain. Ricky Manley says, we need Jordan Howard. Dude, I agree 100%. A few people have already said that today anyway. See here. I'm at, Jay Shug, sorry I'm late. I was watching WWE all good. Nate says, tough loss against the 49ers. We just got to score in the red zone, but going into this game Monday night versus Dallas, I think our offense will be hungry and score against their okay defense. 28-24. Eagles win 28-24, so close game. I think, NFC East games are always close. They're always battles, you know what I mean? They better show some heart. Like, they better show some heart and, like, they care because, I know they care, but, like, this coach has got to show something different this coming Monday night. So, Eagles say, hopefully Nick learns how to adjust into a half so that I don't think it'd be an issue going forward. No King said, what do you say? Please don't tell me Kevon. Patrick Mine says, yeah, Kevon Wallace penalty was BS. Seemed like the refs wanted the Niners to win. By the way, did you see that delay of game? Yeah, delay of game when it hit 0 and it was on 0 for another 2 seconds. Yeah, that happens every game. It's not. I hate it. The penalties are just getting worse and worse and worse, like nonstop. It's getting bad. Even with the taunting's probably the one that pisses me off the most out of all of them. You know what I mean? Eagle starts, I agree. He knows what he's doing. Nobody King said, man, these refs officiating these games scares me leading into Dallas. Remember that he has no clear recovery on kickoff. The clear recovery kickoff, I remember that. Yep, that was horrible. And there was a clear picture of, like, there was 4 Eagles on top of the ball, and they still gave it to Dallas, which is kind of crazy. It's crazy. Jay Young, do you get Cowboys versus Eagles game this Monday? I don't think it'll be a hangout with you and 500. We'll be watching. I think this Monday, me and 500 are going to do a stream right after the game since it's already late. We're probably just going to do a shakedown right after the game's done because it's going to be like 11 o'clock by that time. So we'll have it. We'll have this week will be what is it? This week will be on my channel on Saturday, and then we'll be on Philly 500's channel for the shakedown on Sunday. I think that's how it's going this week. We changed it around because I went to the game the other day, so I couldn't. I didn't have my equipment or anything with me at the time. K-Hopkins said they call any taunting penalties in our. I don't think they called. No taunting penalties in our game. Surprisingly, no. Let's see here. Did they? No King K-Hop. Thanks, bro. Didn't know what the hype was about Kavon. Kavon had a lot of hype to him. I mean, even by. I don't like Pro Football Focus anyway, but they had him as the highest graded, one of the highest graded safeties of the draft that year, and that he would be possibly a really good player for the Eagles. But obviously, that hasn't happened yet. Ray Meyer says Green Bay 35, Detroit 17. Okay, so they get their first win of the season. How about that? Commentator says, are we home next week? If we're not, then I don't think we're. Oh, we're in Dallas, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's Dallas is a neutral zone for Eagles fans as well. So there'll be a lot of Eagles fans over there too. So I'm not really worried about that much. Nate says, Sirianni will do better next week versus Dallas. He will call better plays in the red zone. Eagles 28, Dallas 24. I'd say Smith will be hungry, and he's going to torch Dallas corners. He's going to have a day. I hope so. Robert says, my gut feeling says Hurts is an average QB at best. Please prove me wrong. Jalen, that's what I'm praying for too. Jay Young says, how do you get home games for the Eagles? I know it's not an Eagle. I have Sunday ticket. So that's how I get it. But obviously it's a Monday night game, so everybody should have this game. One above all says Siri got to get Goddard involved now. He got to get the tight ends. That's why I don't know what he did in this game. Like, he incorporates tight ends and barely did anything. He threw to Goddard, twice, 3 times? I mean, I don't even know how many times it was. It wasn't much. Noble King said, I think we will lose to Dallas on Monday with the refs' help. JC So Cool said, the Eagles are better bringing because Dallas offense, no joke. Raymar said, B-Dog better get in Wallace's ear, but his boot in the rest. Ski Team said, if Sirianni doesn't steer us in the right direction, those antics, he isn't trying to win fans over. People will see through that. It looks like he's forcing it to win us over. We're not stupid. I thought even with that Philly special play, he tried to win us over. Like, he tried to get the crowd to be like, oh, my God, he did it. You know what I mean? But still, like, that's a real ballsy play to do. I can't even say ballsy. I can't even yell right now. Like, I lost my voice yesterday. I lost it yesterday. Kind of crazy. TT's Kavon forced that fumble that got overturned because of personal foul. Helmet to helmet, and both players had their helmets down. Makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense whatsoever. Made absolutely no sense. Nova King said Dallas offense is good, but they are stoppable. I don't know. Like, Tony Pollard, I think Tony Pollard's becoming a better back than Ezekiel Elliott is right now. Like, Pollard's good. Like, I like Pollard better than Elliott as of right now. I think he's playing a lot better. Commentator, I wish we would play Scott some more. He is our fastest running back. Jay Young said, what's your score prediction for Cowboys versus Eagles? I think it's too early to even tell. I don't even know if I'm even going to have one next week. I can't have one this week. How am I supposed to have a score prediction of how we even played? You know, if Dallas, if we play like how we get against the 49ers, we're losing this game. We're losing this game if they play the same way. If they play like that, we're going to lose this game. That's definite. Nick does YT15 says Eagles laziness gets checked real fast when they get smacked for the first time in the mouth. That's true. Super Dave Subi and more says, okay, everybody, if you want to watch any game, use NFL Biter. I can't even DD. It's Stream. I've never even heard of that before. Parker said, if we can get consistent short, quick passes, Devontae Smith, especially with his quick footwork, can set things up nicely, then look to go deep. We need to get some chemistry. No, we need chemistry. We needed some mid-tier throws. We need some things up the middle. We need some passes up the middle. It's like, it's go routes, it's screen passes. I mean, there's not much to really look at here. Dabney says, Wentz is just a mess for the Colts. He's playing well, but now it's sporting 2 ankle injuries. Eagles says, they really need to put that Philly special play in vaults. I get it. It's the first game back in front of the crowd. Get the juices flowing, but just give it up, man. Nako Drip says, our D will stop their offense. Nelson needs to get a pick, and Slay got to lock up Amari. That's true. Scheme says, yeah, I like Pollard a lot. Matt says, to be honest, this will probably be the first game I will not put out a score prediction. Me neither. I probably won't, to be honest. Comments we might not get that first from the Colts because Wentz can't stay healthy. Well, apparently he's trying to play next week because Carson Wentz said, like, oh, he sprained both his ankles. Well, he sprained one, then we found out he sprained both of them. So he said, quote unquote, like, I get these I've been getting these ankle sprains since I was a kid, since I was really young, and like it doesn't really bother me. I was just in a lot of pain in the game and had to come out. But he said I'm looking to play next week. So, and it sounds like Frank Reich is saying there's nothing promising, but he said that they're trying to get Carson ready for next week. So it looks like he might be ready for next week. Keep playing, Carson. That's all that matters. Even though he's stupid, but he's stupid. That's the truth. Jason Cool says Wentz wants to end his career clearly. I mean, at this point, I don't even know. Barack Obama says he's like that character from SpongeBob with paper skin. Tito Mercado says, should we worry about Dallas? A little bit from how we played against the 49ers, just a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Scheme Team says our team is an embodiment of this generation. When things go wrong, they checked out fast. Commissary looked like to me that JJ was on the field more than Quez, and I don't understand. Get Watkins on some slants. We didn't have any slant to nobody. It wasn't like we had a bunch of guys going on slant routes or anything like that. We had nobody going on slant routes, like absolutely nobody. That's what I get so confused over this. No joke. I get confused on how there's no mid-tier passes in this game. You know what I mean? Jay says, you heard Zach Ertz is on COVID. Yeah, I heard that Zach Ertz is out right now. So I don't know if he's going to be able. He might actually be back just in time for the game. Not sure, though. Let's see. Downey says, Wentz won't play for the Titans. No way. Oh, no, the Titans? No, definitely not. Jason, and did you see Joe Castro video, Ice Cream? Oh, yeah, that was a great video. That was great. Shout out to Joe Castro, Philly, the podcast. That was a really good video. I actually liked it a lot. Matt said, feels like Wentz about to end his career with stupidity. He is. I think he's going to end it. Like he literally gets injured and like he will not take time. I mean, he's got the worst luck I've ever seen, but part of that is he tries to force himself to come back early. That's what he does. That's what he does all the time. It's really annoying. I think it's really annoying that he tries to come back. Nate says, Joey, one thing that scares me is that Hurts is throwing and is overthrowing and underthrowing easy passes with causes up to lose. I'm scared Nick calls dumb plays again. And that's, he did underthrow, he did overthrow, and Nick had a horrible game plan on top of it. So if that's the case, then they have to change that this week. They got to be in focus this week. I mean, this is a division rival. This is a hated division rival. You got to play good this week. You have to play good this week. And you got no choice. Danny says one of Wentz's ankles is a high ankle sprain. There are ligaments damaged. There's no way in hell. He could, bro. From what I'm hearing. Carrie Fred says Zach Ertz has COVID. Yeah, I saw that. Commissar said 49ers are beating us just with short throws. We should have done more slants and drags. I feel like every time the 49ers threw like a short pass, like our defense, like the zone scheme is just weird. I mean, the zone scheme is definitely for your defensive linemen as well, but at the same time, it's just they're standing there. They let the guy go past them, and I feel like they don't know who's got the coverage. I don't know what's going on. To me, it's weird. To me, it's really, really weird. Commissar, the 49ers is beating us with short throws. We should have done more slants. Scheme T says Sirianni got to start watching mob movies to pump himself up and have a mountain of cannolis in his face. Yeah, probably, bro. We have 102 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody here. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. We're going to be live streaming the game Monday night. We're going to have the Philly Shakedown Saturday on my channel, and then we'll have it on Philly 500's channel after the game on Sunday. So definitely check that out if you guys haven't checked some of the content. Like the stream if you guys have not either. Much love to everybody that came in today. We're just going to go on. I don't know how long we've been on for because I can't tell how long we've been on for as of right now on this. I can't even tell. It's all good, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. Limits causes Ertz might still play. Let's see here. Scheme Team says Sirianni should start watching my movies. I already read that. Super Dave says I heard the sprain both his ankles. Yeah, he sprained both his ankles. Carson Wentz sprained both his ankles. It's kind of crazy. Scheme says the only people that die from COVID is people with underlying health conditions like overnight obese people and people who have cancer. I mean, I don't know. I know nothing about that. I have no idea. I'm not vaccinated either, so I mean, I'm not. So Nate says if we let them run up the offense, we won't be able to stop them. Don't let CD Amari just get wide open. We have to play smarter when it comes to knowing the play and tackling better. That's definite. They have to tackle better, and you're facing good receivers this week. Even with Michael Gallup not in the offense, you're facing good receivers this week. Eagles says I don't have the urgency to give out a score prediction this week, like it won't be that score anyway. Scheme Team says someone died Cody's 19 from getting hit by a car. Patrick Line says, is Richard Rodgers still with us? No, he is not with us anymore. Robert Cravat, California says, I thought Gann was going to bring a ton of blitzes, and he didn't. I don't know why. Dabney says 59 minutes. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it for the update. Simply Martinez, just out of curiosity, do you think Nick doubts hurts his ability to run it, or just growing pains as a whole? I think it has something to do with Hurts just playing more games and obviously going with the system and obviously facing better talent. I mean, that's definitely something you have to look out for there. But at the same time, you know, I think it's a little bit of both. But I think it's play design. It's how you use your quarterback. You know, so. Colin said, we have to play smarter, not dumb. We played dumb against 49ers. I hope we get less aggressive next week. Kick some field goals. Is Howie telling the team not to kick field goals, kick the 3. No, that's definitely not happening. That's Nick just being too aggressive and just wanting to bring more confidence. I have no problem with the coach trying to give confidence to his team. Like, I like it. But at the same time, you're doing it way too much to the point where now it's time to be a little bit more smarter now. So, comment star, say Russell Bradshaw says, where the hell is Howard? Damn, we could have been real nice for these short yards. Definitely. I mean, they could have done a lot more. Olimikaz says he definitely doesn't doubt his ability. OG Philly Guys has been on and over an hour. I know it started when I clocked in for work. Appreciate it, bro. You looked healthy, bro. Don't get the vax. Jay Chung said, I don't know what to feel about Cowboys. I don't know if we're going to beat them. Limit Cod says Nick wants to see him more. See him throw more. You need to be able to win in the league. He's got to throw more, and I think even with the Falcons game, he did throw a lot. But using his speed is fine. But if you're playing bad, like if your offense you got receivers that only have 20 yards receiving besides Quez Watkins, and you're just getting first downs with your legs. I mean, that's good, but you're not going to win football games just using your legs. You're not doing that. It's not enough. It's really not enough. You're not going to get it done. Tour Day says we'll be okay. Defense have to play better on offense. Nate Guttrip said Hurts going to have a great game. He has, because after a bad game, like, he's going to want to go out there and ball out for the fans. He's going to go somewhere like 23 to 30, 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. That'd be a good day. Oh yeah, he'll be more in the zone this week. I'm not like I'm saying he's never in the zone, but he'll be more in the zone this week. Scheme Team said my cousin got the vax, lost feelings with his left side, something in the jab, had an allergic reaction. He was always in the gym, and saying more. Wilczak, they need to activate Jordan Howard. Yeah, they really do. Wilczak, they need to activate Jordan Howard now. Comment starts out, I was joking about how he telling the team to kick 3. It's just Doug didn't kick the 3, and now Nick is not kicking the 3. Bob Cliff's biggest problem right now with Hurts is it runs too early and too often, and ends up missing wide open receivers downfield, and that's part of what happened as well. I think that's part of what happened. Brown says, let's see. Ray Myers says Sirianni is only giving Hurts half the field to work with. He isn't reading the whole field. Dizzle Drizzle says Lane Johnson, favorite nephew, aka Joey Shakes. We bounce back next week, 31-21 Eagles. I hope we do bounce back. We need it. We need it badly. Nate says Joey Cannoli. I love that name. Get me wrong on that. Commissar says even if Hurts isn't the best at throwing, they could change the offense to a Lamar Jackson type of system, but he is good enough. But we can't throw deep all the time. Definite. No, we can't. But you got to throw mid-tier throws. You got to find middle of the field. You got to find some open space middle of the field. You have to. I mean, if you're doing cover three, if 49ers are doing cover three, they're trying to limit a deep pass, you got to throw under, and you got to stop throwing to your running backs every 2 seconds. You got some receivers that could be a nice home run hitter, and Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins. I mean, you see it. So, Lumicod says, actually, Jason, why does it keep saying show or hide? Because people are either cursing or whatever it is in those comments. Tito Mercado says, what up with Kerrigan? Hey, it's not just with Kerrigan. What up with Derek Barnett? What up with Fletcher Cox? What up with all the rest of these defensive linemen? I don't know. I don't know what's up with the rest of these guys. King George, 27-30. Eagles, if we're lucky. Downey says, Eagles are 1-1. Colts are 0-2. Enough said. I mean, who's the better team? I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not in our division, so I could care less if they're better or not better. I mean, the Titans aren't really good either. The Titans didn't have a good first game against the Cardinals. I mean, it is what it is. Eagle Slayer says, Nick used to make the cadence for the offense. Cannoli Oli. Oliver Ross says, Joey, you look pissed. I'm not. It's not the end of the world. It's just one game. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I mean, it was a bad day yesterday, but I mean, I after reading the stats of what these guys did and there was no production. That's what kind of made me more angry. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy. I just feel like there was no production from any position besides maybe Jordan Mailata, and that was really it. And Quez Watkins with one good catch that made up for all his yards. So, Greg Hernandez says, come on, we need to beat the Cowgirls. Mark says, go Cowboys. We have a Cowboy fan in here. Appreciate you coming in, bro. Nick got drips says, Joey Sanders got to get more touches. Yeah, I don't think he had 15. I don't even think he had what? He needs something like 26 carries, 110 yards, and a touch. He only had. I don't think he had 15 carries in this game. I think he had less than 15 carries in this game. Stuart Dave says he gives him the whole field. I worry about he's not seeing the field. It could depend if he has him on a rollout. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know I have to watch the game. I have not watched the game. I have to watch it again, and see what's going on. Besides Hargrave and Sweat, they're gonna get at it. Limit says it's not his fault. He's having to force the ball because nobody is open. Jay Chung says, I think everyone hates the Cowboys in this division. I think that's true. Limit says running game didn't even work until the second half. No, it didn't. But we were going up the field way too slow. We're running, getting some yards, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Limit says running game didn't work. Simply Martinez said, at least we ain't 0-2 like the midgets. Matt Wick says, did you see the final Halloween Kills trailer, Joey? It was amazing. I have not yet. I might do a reaction tonight. I have not checked it out yet. I have to check it out. Counselor, go Cowboys. Psych, hope we lose. I'm actually going to do a reaction on Halloween Kills probably after the stream tonight. So, Nick got drips. The Giants always stink. Ha ha. 0-3 Giants because they go play the Bills. Oh, the Giants got the Bills this week. That's going to be a crazy game. Tino Mercado said we better bounce back. Sergeant Hollow Point, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We have a super chat from Obey Crazy. What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night tonight. Thank you for the super chat. He says our defense leader will be McLeod over Graham. McLeod over Graham. I see. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy. I don't know if McLeod comes back this week. That'd be really nice for our defense this week. Be really good on the back end for us. Him and Anthony Harris. Definitely. But obviously he hasn't played a game yet, so he might be a little rusty coming in to this game, obviously. So GC Miles Sanders rushed 13 times. I think he could easily go 20 rushes in a game. I think he can go 20 rushes easily. He ran Miles is nuts. When he gets the ball in his hands, he spins. He tries to get every little bit of space he can get. I love his toughness when he runs the ball. Fuji, let's see. Eagle Slayer says, where's the swamp rat? Not tonight. Jay Chung, do you think Dak Prescott in his rhythm now? I think he is. I think Dak Prescott, even from that Tampa Bay game, I thought he looked fantastic. I thought he looked great. Larry Cott says, to be honest, I love Kenny Gainwell. Professor Gainwell is a beast. I do love him. I think they could use him a lot more as well as Miles Sanders, which they didn't do. I think Kenneth Gainwell is really good in the passing game as well. So I have had no problem with Kenneth Gainwell this season. The coaches dial up the plays. Whatever he's got to be in is what he's got to be in, and that's it. So, you know what I mean? Jason are maybe winning the division. Eagle Slayer's pause. Limit God says, Kenny going to take over one day. He's got it all. Nate got drips to Joe. You're bad luck. Don't go to the game. I had to go. Like, I really had to go to this game. Like, I really wanted to go to it. No joke. Like, it was so nice being back. It was nice. It was really nice being around people. It was a good time. It was a really good time. Rock the Artist says, bring up Jordan Howard. Nick Steyer, what's going on, bro? So what up, Joey? San Francisco is over. On to the Cowboys week. Yeah, it's on to the Cowboys now. You know what I mean? It's we got to play better. I mean, this is it was actually embarrassing the way they played, especially at their home opener. It's even worse. There was a good amount of 49ers fans at Lincoln Financial Field. There was a nice little crowds here and there of 49er fans. There was a lot of guys, a lot of people. Nick Steyer said, actually, Rock Dart said Miles has to stop dancing and hit them hoes. Jay Chung said, to be honest, I think you wasted your ticket. I'm sorry, but I think you did because it was like back and forth game, but we didn't pull it off before you had fun. No, I had fun, dude. Like, look, that's the risk of buying a ticket. Like, you buy a ticket, it stinks when especially I have to drive back to it. I got stuck in traffic. You know, I mean, we got stuck in traffic and, you know, it stinks. It stinks to lose a game. It's spend money and you spend money on a ticket, and but it's good just to be there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't care. It's not trust me. If it was the money, I wouldn't go to the game. But I went because like I need to go to the home opener. I mean, I didn't go to any games last year, so usually I go to 4 or 5 games. This year, I'm definitely not. If the Eagles make it in the playoffs and they have in their home field or something, I'll definitely have tickets. But you know, I'm not gonna go to a game for a while. Calca says, Steichen and Sirianni got to hit up Kevin Jones from Memphis to get pointers. How do you use backs like Gainwell and Sanders? Ray Myers says, what's the next game you'll go to? Probably not till if they make the playoffs. I have a lot of stuff going on, so probably not. Plus, I have to stream games. I have to stream games this year and stuff, so, you know, I'll be streaming a lot more, obviously. Nature said, Joey, Eagles 50 lines 14. I don't know if that keeps it to go like that. I don't know. It's only the second game, guys. Like it's a long road to see what this team's all about. JC says Miles thinks that McCoy, this man, can never run straight ahead and follow his blocks, and I wish he could do that sometimes. I know he likes to dance around a lot. And he says Joey's a beast. Go out there and score a touchdown in the red zone for us. Nick Steyer says, how do you think Dickerson will do filling in for Brooks? I think they're as of right now. The report that I did see was they're gonna switch between Herbig and Dickerson for right guard. I would put Herbig in there just because he has the starting experience and he's really good right now. Other than Dickerson, like he's got to work on being a center, and that's what's gonna be if this is only if Kelsey retires next year. But you know, I don't know. I mean, if they want to give him more playing time, it's fine, but don't get this guy injured this year. Like, that's all I'm asking. Like, you know, as long as he stays out of games, the better he's going to be. And then he'll have a whole offseason next year to get ready, and that's what it's about. 21 Emer says, if we show up Dallas, that might kickstart the season hot streak. It might. I mean, I don't know how big I feel about playing KC at home, but, you know. Comment source said, I still don't hate the 49ers fans disrespect the Rocky statue. That wasn't cool. No, that's what teams just do. They just try to get under your skin, and that's just the way it is. Jay Chung said, even Joe Cashaway said he went to the preseason Eagles versus Patriots. We got blown out 35-0, and that was hard time. Yeah, and he bought a plane ticket. He paid for the tickets. Actually, no, he didn't pay for the tickets, but I don't think he did. I think so. I think he got free tickets or something like that. I forgot what happened. But he ended up paying for his flight, and yeah, it's crazy. Matt said, I was going to say something like Wentz always says we got to do better, but I was like, nah, let's not go there. Farrell says, I didn't see that much holes of Miles last game. He ran okay, but he just didn't run enough with him. So, Scoop Doo, what's going on, bro? Isaiah says, how long we been on, boys? I guess an hour and a half so far. Nate got drips to Joey. What would you do if we blow out the Cowgirls? I mean, I'll be shocked if that happens. I'll be happy and really shocked and be like, wow, this team really turned around in a division game on Monday night. So, Jason said, I thought Land Dickerson was the center for Jason Kelsey is injured. Well, that's what I thought, but, I mean, he could play guard. He could definitely play guard, but problem is he hasn't had enough practices. He hasn't had enough NFL game experience yet. That's the problem. Derek Spall says, Malad pulled out 3rd and 6. If you follow him first down, Miles needs to stop dancing. Limits Scott said he is Jada's. Just go love my Eagles, but we have no shot against KC. Patrick says, primetime, baby, let's go get the dub. Peace out, Joe. Appreciate it, Patrick. Comments, I don't think it's a guarantee that Kelsey will retire. I think he could be there in 2022. Nick Stoward says, let's all remember that we have a lot of young players starting and actually contributing as well as almost all new coaching staff. Going to be some mistakes. Jake Koch says, what up, Joey? Your thoughts on Cox and Barnett's goofball penalties? I was really upset with Barnett. I want him benched. I can't wait till he walks in the free agency. We don't do anything with him. I can't wait until he gets off this team after this year. Kevon Wallace wasn't his fault. Both players had their head down, so they shouldn't have called a penalty at all. That's just me, though. Nick Stoward says, let's all remember that we have a lot of young players starting and actually contributing as well as almost the new coaching staff. Going to be some mistakes. There's going to be mistakes. I said before the season started, I said, we're going to make a lot of mistakes this year. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I hope we look productive. Well, this game we didn't look productive at all. So, J. Cox, what up, Joey? Your thoughts on Cox and Barnett's goofball? Oh yeah, Fletcher Cox is another one I can't stand right now. People still defend Fletcher Cox. All right, Common Star. I'll see you later, bro. See you later, bro. Eagles there. Someone said Wentz's nickname is Blue Tense. Blue Tense. Farrell says, appreciate the stream, bro. You're to go. Appreciate it, man. Much love to you, dude. Yabba Dabba Doo says, anyone still Rager is going to be good? I think he is. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds and he stepped a centimeter out of bounds. Like I have no problem with Rager. I have no problem with Rager. Is Rager going to be good? I mean, and you laugh at it, but is Rager going to be good? Devontae Smith only had 16 yards, so why can't we laugh at Devontae Smith for only having 16 yards? Why don't we laugh at Quez Watkins that had one good play, and without that good play, he literally is nothing in that game. You know what I mean? So, Limicot says, bro. Limicot says it's legit the second game. It's only the second game, guys. I mean, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, there's only so much we could do, but they have to do more than what they did. They did little to nothing in that 49ers game. Nick Starr said, I was just saying because Pearson never gave the new talent a chance. At least we're giving them a lot of experience this year. So, JC says Rager okay, still young and promising. I think he is. That dude says true that. Dash 6 says people keep thinking this year is more than when it's a transition year. Developing young players and new coach playoffs is nice to have, but we need to show our role. Big Green 20 says, what's up, Joey? Tough loss, but I think we rebound well from it. I hope we do. Nate says, Joey, read my last comment. I don't even see it right now. Just copy and paste it again. Jay Cut said, if we don't win Monday night, it might get real ugly. It might. Scootus Joe, I saw 500 post today about Jordan Howard. I believe they don't have him moved up because of analytics. If it was back in the day, he would be valuable. I don't know about that, but I mean that's stupid. Why are you keeping him here? I mean that's just stupid. It really is. Mark Biggs, the receiver still suspect, and the offense still sucks. I mean, look. I don't think receivers are suspect. I think it's the game plan. It's the game plan. What different plays did you see in that game besides a go route, besides screen passes, tight end screens, quick runs up the middle to the left, to the right? I mean, there was really nothing special about what they did. There was nothing different from what they did. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. They have to do more than what they did in this game. Nate said, I said the whole world is going to be watching Monday night. Are you ready? And also, Philip Hunter is going to be so pumped. I just know he's going to lose his brain cells after this game. We might. If they don't play up to par, we might. So, Eagle Slayer said the Eagles better not mess up on my birthday next Monday. Well, happy birthday, bro. I'll be there for that. But I hope not. Better be a good day for you next Monday. Nick Steyer said we need more blitzes. Gann is playing too conservative. Yeah, he's playing way too conservative. Like if you have no 4-man pass rush, you got to blitz. You got to blitz. Matt says terrible game planning does not help the wide receivers. It doesn't, and it's not going to help your quarterback, the receivers. Like, you can have all the protection, but if you don't have any game plan, if you don't have designed plays, it's really the design of these plays. So, JC said, I feel like Hurts got to move out of the pocket more, move around, and take some shots, run more like he did the last minute of the fourth quarter. Well, yeah, at the end of the game, they played better, but not by much. I mean, it's the end of the game, so, like, obviously the 49ers they kind of knew that they were going to win this game at the end, when it was almost time. Had no timeouts left, couldn't get any more drives done, so I believe Green Troy. We had a pretty bad game plan, in my opinion. Halftime adjustments weren't really there. I don't think he changed anything. What did he change? Really? Scripture said that makes me believe it's Jeffrey and Howie playbook. No, it's not. It's not. It's a brand new head coach, bro. It's a new offensive coordinator. It's just a lot. So we'll see though. Tribe's no excuse for the performance. Jared Goff threw for 1 million yards versus that same defense. I know. Trust me, I know. We're not looking good right now. We probably, as production wise, we were the worst team in the NFL this past week in production. I mean, besides what we had. I mean that's it. Nick Sauer said the timeouts definitely showed the rookie and Sirianni. Definitely. Jay Shunk said, what? Why? I don't know. I don't read stuff like that, so I'm not going to read. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird to say, but really, other than that, guys, I mean, I think like down the road, we're definitely gonna find our groove. Like, I mean, it's got to start Monday night. Like, this is a division game. Like, you got to get these division games. You got to get these division wins. That's what's gonna be really important here. So we have to get that. So Rob Carino says Eagles will make a trade tomorrow. I bet. I hope. Yeah, that'd be nice, but I don't know for who though. Abby Green 20 says Slim Reaper will get a touchdown Monday. You and 500 should do something if Hurts outplays Dak that game. We're gonna do me and 500 are gonna do a stream right after. It's a late game, so we're gonna do the Philly Shakedown on his channel. So Nate says, Joey, can you do a Madden simulation right now, please? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do one till like the weekend. It's too early. It's too early for a simulation. JC said, what is the deadline? Week 9 is the deadline. You're good, Jadis. I just don't read stuff like that. That's all. Like, no, I don't like race. Even with race, the word even involved, I don't do any of that. Political stuff, I don't deal with it. It's not what this channel is about, and it's not what we're doing here. So, Nick Starr says with Lawrence, do not ban Jadis. Do not ban him. Do not ban him. You're good. Nick Starr said with Lawrence and Pollard are there, no reason we shouldn't be in this game. Black Obama says, did you do a sim for the Niners? I didn't sim for the Niners because I was going to the game. And then the night before, I was doing a Philly Shakedown with 500, so I really had no time to do a simulation. General Coach said Jalen Hurts should have at least 10 rushing attempts a game. JC said Pollard is out. Torville said I don't think Hurts is reading the middle of the field. I think he is afraid to throw the tight windows over the middle. He waits for guys to completely open. He has to learn to throw guys open. Louis Cabrera said, what should the Eagles do to get a W on Monday? I mean, they just have to look capable. I mean, Jalen Hurts has to go through his reads. They need a better design of play for this offense. It's not necessarily the players, but they have to work to their strengths. Like, I don't know what we were seeing versus, obviously the Falcons are not the best team out there, but they have to look somewhat productive, like play design. It's all about play design. Now comes the part where what do you see out of your head coach and your offensive coordinator? Like, what do you see out of these two guys in Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni now? Like, now they have to start looking at film of teams that played the past couple weeks. And you got to say, you got to plan. And if they don't plan, it's going to be a huge failure. And that's just the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. Jason Cool says Pollard is out. Is he out? Evo said we play the Cowboys next week. We are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even have a score prediction because that what we played against the 49ers was absolute disaster. It was that bad. Like, it was actually that bad. I agree with the Eagles need to go to the tight end a ton. Cowgirl strength is their linebackers, and they don't have one that can cover our tight end, and along both our tight ends. I agree with that. Christy Bobby says, you from Philly, Joey? Any thoughts on Reaper so far? I am not from Philly. I've actually been a New Yorker my whole life. I love our tight ends. I can't wait until Tyree Jackson comes back, from injury. That's definitely another player we're going to look out for in the future as well. So, Lewis says, you think the Eagles should trade Cox? He hasn't done nothing to impress me. I think they should. And there's nothing wrong to say that, Luis. There's nothing wrong to even say that because he hasn't played well. He hasn't. He's had a quarterback hit and a sack in 6 games. Like, he's the highest paid player on our team right now. He hasn't done anything. It's just crazy. Nick Starr said, yep, the Niners told us what we could do. He needs to set the pace and control the game. Jay Young says, trust me, I won't. JC says, winning Monday is huge for us going forward. Turbo said, how much do you think the analytic department is affecting play calls? I'm sure they have to say with 2-point conversions, but do you think they're influencing Nick's calls at short yardage? I think really it's all on Nick and Shane Steichen. I don't think there's any control when it comes to 3rd and short. But kicking that field goal it's all on Nick. And Nick said at his press conference he made some bad decisions in that game, which I could be humble and be like, okay, well, as long as this guy's humble, I don't care. Like, I'm actually happy he said he messed up this game a little bit. So it's just how it is. Matt says, Nate, Giants play Falcons Sunday, not Bills. Elu said, do you blame Hurts for the loss or defense or coaching? I blame a little bit. I blame 80% of this game on Nick Sirianni. I mean, Nick gets 80% of true horrible play design, and I think the last of it is going to be on Hurts. And the receivers, they're running the plays, and that's all they could do right now. Eva said, do you blame Hurts for the loss or defense or coaching? I believe your choice said, what do you think we can get for Barnett right now? If anything, not much. Probably not much. I don't know. They're probably going to want like a 4th-round pick, 3rd-round pick, something like that. They're not even going to get that. They might get a 5th. They're not going to get much. I mean, they're really not going to get much. So, Robert Jones, what do you think we can get for Barnett right now? Nate says, Joey, I got the Bengals upset in the Steelers 27-26. They could. I mean, Steelers lost against the Raiders. I mean, they got beat. They got beat. Matt says, I say if we did, it would be a 6th round. Could be. You never know. You know what I mean? We got 96 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. If you guys haven't checked out some of the content, check out some of the content. Check me out on YouTube if you guys have not. We cover the Eagles every single day. If you guys haven't, like the stream before you leave. It really does help the channel out a lot. Much love to everybody that comes in. I'm on the late night stream tonight. Obviously not too busy tonight, but, I'm just here to just talk Eagles and any questions you guys have. I'm here. I'm doing stuff on StreamYard. Right? I was doing stuff on Streamlabs right now on OBS just to, do a practice test. And I'm waiting to get this computer done so I could do some different. I was just testing out some different things tonight. So I'll go back on StreamYard on my next stream. I just want to test some things out today and get some stuff done. Do appreciate everybody coming in. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. Definitely going to end it here. Appreciate everybody coming in and just, being here with me tonight. If you guys haven't, please check out some of the content. We're going to be streaming the game on Monday night. We're going to be doing a couple different things as of right now. So once the time comes, I'll let you know. I'll let you know on a post what's going on, and we'll see what happens. But much love to everybody that came in today. I appreciate everybody coming in, and I don't know when we're going to stream next. Probably Thursday, Friday, something like that, most likely. Probably between Thursday and Friday we'll stream again. We'll have more videos on the way tomorrow. So, and other than that, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Hope everybody has a good night. Peace out, guys. Peace out, everybody.